Greetings, and as always, we're so glad you could spend a little time with us. And if you're doing it during the early show, bless you's all I have to say at this particular point in time. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. Today, and it wasn't a planned situation because it would have been a terrible plan, but just so happens today was one of those days where I have been pinned into the office for much of the day working on just today's show, which is a daily thing, but also kind of laying out some groundwork for a few shows down the road, as well as doing some other computer work. Not until about 2 o'clock did I stick my head out the door from the first time I'd entered it around 8 o'clock this morning after dropping Andrew off at school, and it took my breath. It was so gorgeous. I hope you've got to get out and enjoy it this evening, and if you've come in to see what's happening with the news, well, I'll tell you what, I may cut this one just a bit short for both of us. I say that quite often, and more often than not, there's more news than not, and it doesn't work out that way, but we'll see. Thank you for joining us on a beautiful evening. 80 degrees here at the newsroom at the 5 o'clock hour. Last time I checked, gorgeous, gorgeous weather. A bit of a whiplash effect, if you will, in the forecast, because we'll go from 79, 80 today to 40 by the time Saturday rolls around. We'll drop about 36 degrees between now and 48 hours from now due to a really significant cold front. That will eventually give us some showers, and actually those chances of showers and thunderstorms will begin late tonight with some winds as well. Very, very late tonight, though, and then that will carry on throughout your Thursday into your Friday and Friday night. This Saturday, the weekend still looks dry and calm, but on the chillier side of things. 40 for highs on Saturday. Low 50s, though, on Sunday as we start to recover, and then we get back to the 60s, and where we should be early next week. Could this be our last big hit temperature-wise? Doubtful. Well, as I do have you for the rest of the program, let's go ahead and get to headlines this evening after actually one announcement, and that is a reminder that for McGoffin County High School seniors and all their friends and family, senior night, a little late in the game, but is going to be held tomorrow night, 6:30, in the McGoffin County High School in the gymnasium. They've got about a dozen or so graduating athletic seniors, and of course, senior night, as I spoke about in couple of different reports, was just wiped off the schedule, as were the last several games of the regular season of high school basketball. So they are going to recognize their seniors tomorrow night, 6:30. It is free. They hope you'll join them and help support these athletes and students as they get ready to graduate and go on and further their educational or occupational careers, whatever they so choose. Now, with that, we'll go on to our first report, and we'll actually talk about a few things on the state level, which, of course, have an effect on us. One is a freeze in the gasoline tax. Now, that means, of course, that you're not going to get a nickel drop or so at the pump when you go to fill up after the first of the year, but the trade-off is something that will have still a positive effect on all Kentucky motorists. While it won't go to counter a $129 million cut in January, a freeze of Kentucky's gas tax did avoid a scheduled 5.1% decrease in the gas tax, which would have more than doubled that January hit to Kentucky's road fund. It's a situation that has been watched and worried over on the state level as well as the county level by judge executives all across Kentucky, a situation which you've heard a concerned Johnson County Judge Executive Tucker Daniel refer to on this program, as he did before the fiscal court on a couple of occasions.
But every one of those other county road departments has revenue based on those wholesale prices, and if those wholesale prices go down and that motor fuels follows, then there's going to be substantial, and I mean substantial, cost to road departments. At the time of that last Johnson County fiscal court meeting, Johnson County had already lost $81,000 from their county road aid agreement due to a 4.3 cent reduction in the gas tax. And if the 5.1% decrease had gone into effect, Daniel informed the court at that time that Johnson County for fiscal year 2016, which starts the first of this coming July, would have lost $280,000 more. Freeze is going to avoid about $150 million in losses to the road fund, and will, of course, not give consumers a nickel off at the pump when you go to fill up. As we know, and as has been discussed, every time this happens, including this one, Kentucky's gas tax is directly tied to the wholesale price of fuel. It currently stands at 26.2% per gallon. It was scheduled to fall back 5.1 cents a gallon on the first of the month in just a couple of days. Lawmakers, though, have agreed to freeze it at an even 26 cents per gallon so that it won't fall below that. There's no timetable that I've been given or know of as to when that will change, but I'm sure when gas prices go up, and they will, so will the gas tax.
transportation officials have been warning lawmakers and our legislators that if they didn't do something like this freeze that's been enacted, by next year the road fund would be broke. And I guess we'll go on to another report from Frankfort, and I have a little visual aid this evening that I worked in quite well with the help of some friends. It didn't take much prodding to find some individuals to help me today to talk about an expansion in Kentucky's booster seat law that now includes children up to 57 inches in height.
My name is Carter. I'm 6 years old and I'm under 50 inches.
My name's Aaron and I'm 6 and I'm under 50 inches.
My name's Kaylin and I'm 6 and I'm under 40 inches.
And that is an outstanding visual aid and example of your current Kentucky child booster seat law. Current law says that any child under 7 years of age and between 40 and 50 inches tall must be safely secured in a booster seat. And of course, that means a booster seat, which is the kind that just raises them up and allows you to still use your factory installed seat belts without an additional type of harness. This does not have any relation or any effect on other child safety seats for smaller children. However, a bill which is now officially on its way to the governor's desk, along with a whole lot of others that were passed when I think the legislative session finally shut down around 3:30 this morning, would increase that height requirement and also change the age involved.
My name is Lucas. I'm 7 years old. I'm under 57 inches tall.
And Lucas is one of a host, I'm sure, thousands of Kentucky children, which will see a change in the requirements as to how long they should be placed in a booster seat. So what this means, well, instead of children under 7 and 40 to 50 inches, it is children younger than 8 and between 40 and 57 inches. Any children obviously over 8 or over 57 inches in height will no longer need to be safely secured in a booster seat. A big and significant difference. One that child safety seat advocates, state highway officials, and the governor of Kentucky have been pushing for quite some time. More headlines in just a second. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband. In yesterday's special session of the Paintsville City Council, and I realize I do have a video issue there. I'll try to pick that back up in just a second. In yesterday's special session of the City Council, as I covered in a previous Paintsville City Council meeting, they had made a motion after some discussion between the individuals on the City Council, as well as Mayor Bob Porter and some members of the audience who were expressing their concerns that the only way they sought to dig themselves out of a financial hole was to raise the occupational tax. With yesterday's second and final reading, it will now be enacted at the 1st of April in just a few days. It is a 2-year raise from the 1% as it stands now to 1.25%. It's hoped that city leaders believe that that will generate some $365,000 per year. They hope to take it, well, not hope to, but it is already planned to immediately come off on March the 31st of 2017. And, of course, in the previous meeting before yesterday's special session, they also agreed to go ahead and borrow an estimated $500,000 to be able to pay off some bills that have been accumulating over a 12 to 14-month period and then pay back that loan with the 0.25% tax that will generate that more than $500,000 over the course of a couple of years. Once again, it will be enacted. Paintsville City employees, all those working therein, will see another 0.25% added to their occupational tax as of April the 1st, and that will continue through March 31 of 2017. With that, here's tonight's calendar announcements and a whole lot of things happening, all brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau. It's still going. Revival's still going. Nightly at 7 at the Sayersville Pentecostal Church of Christ. You're invited to come and join them for special and different preachers each night, as well as singing entertainment, bringing you God's Word, and this invitation comes to you from everyone at Sayersville Pentecostal, Pastor Philip Puckett, and the congregation. Join them nightly at 7 for revival, still going on. And Chicken and Dumplings, big dinner hosted by the Sayersville Free Will Baptist Church this Friday, 10:30 till 2. You can call now to get your order in, 349-5740. The church, the day of it, 349-5524. Big chicken and dumpling dinner, just $7. Includes cake and a drink, too. All proceeds going, of course, towards the church. They hope you'll eat with them. Call to get yours, 349-5740 or 5524. And with Easter quickly approaching, this weekend even more so, breakfast with the Easter Bunny is this Saturday at the Magoffin County Extension Service, 9 till 11:30 this Saturday. $3 for kids, $5 for adults. Bring the family. It's all hosted by the Funyuns Extension Homemakers Club. Something else quickly approaching is the next Magoffin County Relay for Life. We'll be talking about that in weeks to come. For now, the first ever Relay for Life Easter 5K is this Saturday in the Ramey Park. You can register by calling 349-8309, or they'll start registration at 9 o'clock this Saturday morning. The race will begin at 10 in the Ramey Park. It's going to be on the cool side that morning in comparison to today's forecast and even tomorrow's, but it will be, I believe, calm. So keep that in mind. And the first 100 runners get some Easter Bunny ears to wear. And, of course, there's some gift cards, nice ones for the top finishers. And a reminder, the next farmers market meeting is coming up Tuesday the 31st. That's this coming Tuesday, 6 p.m. If you're a producer and or vendor, they want you to attend. They want your input in establishing a first-ever farmers market program here in Magoffin County. It's at the Extension Service. You can call if you need to, 349-3216 to find out more. Call me if you've got a calendar announcement, your church or organization, or if you've got a birthday or anniversary. I'll tell everyone about it, and everyone's watching. They're doing so on Howard's Cable, Foothills Broadband Channel 40, and, of course, on yournewstoday.com. To get high-speed internet on their state-of-the-art fiber optic network for all of your home and business solutions, or to watch TV without a contract on over 200 digital channels with superb quality, or stay connected with family and friends with 24/7 telephone service you can always depend on, contact Foothills Broadband today. Or just click on their link to the right to find out how they're working to provide the latest in communications at affordable prices with exceptional service at Foothills Broadband. Signals a whole lot of things happening, a lot of change weather-wise, and the beginning of what will be this time around the 36th annual Magoffin County Rescue Squad Media Auction.
Things are getting on the way started for the 36th annual Magoffin County Rescue Squad Media Auction. We'll be live at the Rescue Squad building, and we'll be on Howard's TV Cable, Channel 15, WRLV 106.5, and then again the Sayersville Independent will be printing the ads and the items for sale. Again, it's raise money. We've been here going on 41 years providing service to the citizens of Magoffin County and all those who travel through it. And those that travel through do not recognize, we raise money, but our services have to be available. And the wet weather, snow did put a little tightness on our budget. We did pick up a little bit of help, but we have to go all year long. This is our major fundraising for the whole year, and so we need money to be spent, and so we can keep on going for another year. And so we would like for you here out there, as we get closer, as we start getting items in, we will be going over those items, showing you on the on Ritt's show, and then maybe describing a few of them in the paper, whatever like that. But again, we're starting out. This is April the 30th, 6:30 to 9. May the 1st, 6:30 to 9, and May the 2nd, which is Saturday, 2 to 7, or till we go off the air. So get ready. Look forward. As always, we'll be out contacting the businesses. We're taking donations. Make sure that it's something that we can sell, that somebody would like to buy. I know everybody thinks, oh, well, I'll give it to this and you can sell it for what you get. And that's fine, but we need it for what we can get out of it and what's good for the person and the business who give it to us. So, April 30th, 1st and 2nd of May. Look for us, and we'll be continuing to give you updates. Oh, one more thing. Go Big Blue.
I saw that coming. And I also saw 80 degrees at the newsroom earlier today. Gorgeous. I hope you got to get out and see some of it. Tonight, we'll see clouds increase, mostly cloudy skies. A low of 56, a gorgeous evening for a walk or to sit out on the porch and just take a little nap, possibly. We will see some showers, mainly after 11 o'clock for specifically the viewing area under those cloudy skies. All that is out and ahead of a really significant cold front that's moving really pretty slow. It's going to be spread out over a couple of days. Tomorrow, your Thursday, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms. We also have some winds. I think with 66 degrees tomorrow, winds on average 8 to 13, but gusts upwards of 18 to 20 mile per hour at sometimes. As far as rainfall amounts, I think a tenth to a quarter of an inch unless you're in one of those thunderstorms that very possibly may develop. Showers continuing tomorrow night. A low of 33 means a flake or two possible early Friday morning. A slight chance of some showers before 9. Then we'll see that mostly cloudy sky condition roll back into your forecast, 43 degrees. And then Friday night, a chance of some showers before 11, and with a low of 25, maybe a flake or two as well, as we see a little precipitation lingering around, all from this cold front, which should be gone by Saturday. The weekend's going to be much colder as a result, but it's going to be calm, mostly sunny, 40 degrees, and then back down into the low to mid-20s we fall Saturday night, albeit under clear skies, which will just exacerbate the cold conditions. Sunday, 53 degrees. We do recover on the latter half of the weekend. It's going to be a nice end of your weekend, but we see another weather maker in the midst, with it a 30% chance of some showers late Sunday night, and that same chance will continue into your Monday, but temperatures will continue to climb. I've got 63 and mostly sunny by Tuesday after a kind of half and half Monday with about 58 in the forecast. For now, well, it's not quite my time, a bit short, not due to the nice weather, just kind of worked out that way. I actually get to sit here for the remainder of the show while you get to go enjoy the weather for the rest of my time slot. Thank you for being a part of the program. Tomorrow's Thursday. We'll have more news that you'll only see with me next time. Good night, and thanks for watching and being a part of the show.